George Foreman's greatest trap to help him win the championship at 45 years old against a young champion in Michael Moore. We're going to break down how this happens quite simply, being able to circle to the left majority of these rounds, lining up the right hand, and then fatiguing the lead hand to be able to land the next shot. This is how George Foreman did it. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so I'm going to speed this up. Let's go times four. And all I want you guys to do is notice the positioning. Okay. I want you to notice that this whole thing is going towards the left. Right. So Michael Moore's left, George Foreman's left. You're going to notice this first round in particular, the movements are all going left. All right. Now, why is going left so important? Right. Going left is where George Foreman is using his lead hand to push more towards the inside. If we can push him towards the inside, we can line up the right hand. Now, this is where the trap gets crazy. All right. Let's go to the next round. Yeah, actually, let's go round three. I can do round three. All right, you're going to still see the same exact movements here. You're going to notice again, everything is shifting over to the left. And even Teddy Atlas, Michael Moore's trainer, was like, hey, I'm going to need you to start going to the right, which he did not start doing until rounds, I think, 8 or 9. So let's get into a crucial part here. I'm going to back it up to round two. Okay. So we're going to go round two here, and let's go. Yep, let me slow it down. Don't want to go too fast here. This is definitely gonna like train your eyes. If you ever watch boxing and you want to do breakdowns, start doing it fast and then slowing it down. It'll definitely help you prepare your eyes for what you're about to see. Because now it feels slow. All right, so here we go. Right here, notice how Michael Moore is leaning towards the inside, going towards his left. Right, going to his left side. Okay. This is what lines up the right hand that we were talking about earlier. So by having Michael Moore shift over to his left, it is now lining up the right hand. Now the question would be is why would Michael Moore, knowing that George Foreman has a solid right hand, why would we allow that by keeping the lead hand up here? Because the truth of the matter is, we also want to be braced for the left hook. All right, so that left hook of George Foreman's. So the part of the trap was either he's going to have to deal with my right hand or he's going to have to deal with my left hook. And my jab is going to put him in the position for it. Continuing, let's go into 33:55. So again, notice how we're shifting over to the left and we're using the lead hand to fatigue this arm. So even when George Foreman is falling away, all we're doing is seeing that lead hand push him down to run him into the right hand. So watch here. Again, touching lead hand, not allowing him to get to the outs, not allowing Michael Moore to get to the outside. He has to stay inside. Pulling him in, throwing the jab, and then run him right into the right hand every single time. One more time. And a lot of people I've had in the comments with the last couple shorts that I've made about not noticing George Foreman's pull down. He was doing it the entire fight, right? So again, small little pull down here, right? Then after he would pull down, he would throw right here, land a little jab, and then lines up with the right hand. So the whole objective was to lean him into the right hand. Now, here's the tricky part is that let's go into round. Let's round. Nope, too early. Let's go round eight. Round eight should be good. Okay. All right. So round eight, I'm gonna speed it back up. Okay. Let's watch it here. So we're still seeing slivers of going to the left by Michael Moore, and it's still getting ran into those right hands. Uh, We're gonna start seeing a shift once we get into round nine. Yep. So where is he going now? To the right. Exactly. Now, this again is part of George Foreman's trap. Is that now that he's going into the right, even though he was suggested by Michael Moore was suggested by doing that by Teddy Atlas, the whole idea now for George Foreman is that now it runs him into my hook, which brings him back to the middle, which brings him right into my right hand. So now you're going to start seeing George Foreman start winding his shots and again trying to get to the outside. Seeing it here. All right, he's on the inside and tries to wind up and get to the outside of all of these shots. Push it in, continue to push it in. Okay. Then round 10, left hooks. Ran to the right hand again. Left hook. Yep. Lands with the right hand. As Michael Moore tries to shift over to his right. Yep. George Foreman comes back with his hook. Hmm. Yep. This is what sets up the knockdown. Yep. Throws the left hook again. Good night. All right. So the trap that George Foreman set was no more than keep the beginning of the fight circling to the left, get him used to it, and then once he starts going to the right, start throwing the hook to keep him right in line with the right hand again. So everything was set up on the right hand and the left hook. The jab was to find out which way he was actually going. So using the jab to set up the right hand or using the jab to set up the left hook into the right hand. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see y'all next one.